It is a big night in Concacaf Nations League tonight from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It is the 77th all-time meeting between Mexico and the United States. I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for being with us here tonight. A big venue for a big stage. Outside, it's a little bit rainy, a little bit windy, but inside the friendly confines of AT&T Stadium, we are set for another classic between these two neighboring countries. Of course, going back to a couple of years ago, they did face off in the first ever Nations League final. It was a dramatic night, and it was the United States coming away with the victory. Then the United States followed it up a couple of years later, winning the last Nations League. They are going for 3 in a row, and we'll see if they can get the job done against one of their biggest rivals. This Mexico side coming into play here tonight, coming off a Gold Cup triumph last summer, and now looking for a second straight trophy here in CONCACAF. It should be a big crowd expected tonight at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It is a great venue for this great rivalry, and the fans, no doubt, will be ready to go tonight. Plenty of Mexico fans filling the stands tonight. The United States will have their contingent as well, and it should be a raucous atmosphere in this beautiful venue. Well, Mexico coming off that 3-0 win against Panama last time out. Alvarez, Quiñones, Pineda doing the goal scoring. As for the United States, it was not as straightforward as people maybe would have thought. It was a 3-1 win in the end, but it took them 120 minutes to get the job done. An own goal in the 95th minute of the match turned out to be the goal to send the game into extra time after the United States conceded in the opening minute of play. But then come extra time, it was a Haji Wright brace, and that was enough to get the United States into this game here tonight. Mexico, as we mentioned, it was straightforward. The United States, it was anything but. A great atmosphere tonight here at AT&T Stadium for the United States. That semifinal was their 5th ever comeback under Greg Berhalter. And on the other side, for Jaime Lozano, he earned his 8th win as head coach. This tonight will be his 15th game as El Tri manager, and it is the first time that Jaime Lozano will face off against the United States. He's been in some big games, and it seems like there is pressure on both of these managers to get a win tonight. There's always pressure on the Mexican manager, and as Jaime Lozano said, he said, "The only thing I want is to bring joy to the people of my country. That is what motivates me to be the coach." As they set the mood here at AT&T Stadium, we're awaiting the teams and the trophy to be coming out here. The mood properly set here at AT&T Stadium as the trophy comes onto the field. The United States hoping to hoist this trophy for the third time in their history. Mexico is looking to hoist it for the first time. Miguel Layún and Omar Gonzalez, former national team stars for their respective sides, bringing the trophy out tonight in front of the crowd here at AT&T Stadium. And we see the players warming up and getting ready, lining up in the tunnel. Always so much tension and anticipation when Mexico and the United States clash. These teams last facing off in June of 2023, a 3-0 win for the United States in the semifinals of the Concacaf Nations League. It was then the United States who went on to capture the trophy by 2-0 over Canada. And there is plenty of experience in these finals in the roster tonight for the United States. The same can be said for Mexico, as of course Memo Ochoa leads out El Tri. We'll hear the national anthems of both Mexico and the United States as we build you up to first kick. It is the 2024 Concacaf Nations League Final, and it's coming up next. We are just about set to go tonight for kickoff between Mexico and the United States. It is the Concacaf Nations League final here from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. I'm Josh Eastern, glad to be with you tonight. A big occasion. It always is when these two teams get together, and tonight should be no different. Time to take a look at tonight's starting lineup. So we'll start with Jaime Lozano's El Tri side. He makes two changes from the 3-0 win against Panama on Thursday. It is Julian Araujo and Julian Quiñones who move out of the lineup. It is Irving Chucky Lozano along with Jorge Sanchez who enter the 11 for Mexico. It was Alvarez, Quiñones, and Pineda who did the goal scoring on Thursday. And there is plenty of firepower on that Mexico front line. Our officials tonight, in the middle, it will be Drew Fisher of Canada. Mario Escobar from Guatemala will be the fourth official. Memo Ochoa, of course, the captain for Mexico. The captain for the United States is Christian Pulisic, his third final that he captains the United States. Memo Ochoa, the third most caps in Mexico history and the most for a Mexican goalkeeper. If VAR is needed tonight, it will be Tatiana Guzman of Nicaragua. The assistant VAR is Danian Parchment of Jamaica. And on the other side for the United States, Greg Berhalter, coaching his fourth final for the U.S., makes 5 changes after the 3-1 win over Jamaica in extra time. Out go Joe Scally, Robinson, Tillman, Musa, and Balogun. In Serginho Dest, Tim Ream, Tyler Adams, Haji Wright, and Gio Reyna. 5 changes to this squad. Of course, 120 minutes. You felt like there would be rotation, and there is indeed tonight for the United States. Christian Pulisic, as we mentioned, the captain, while Tyler Adams makes his first start for the U.S. men's national team since the World Cup. Greg Berhalter, as we mentioned, his fourth final, and he is ready to go. Handshakes with Jaime Lozano on the other side. Just a handful of games for him as manager. This is just his 15th game in charge of El Tri. And as we mentioned in the buildup, there is always so much pressure on the Mexican manager, but the same can be said tonight for Greg Berhalter on the other side. But only one can come away with the trophy at the end of the night. And will it be Mexico for the first time, or can the United States add their third Nations League to their trophy cabinet? For the 77th time, it is Mexico and the United States. We are underway tonight from AT&T Stadium, and it's the Concacaf Nations League final. The United States in white and blue shorts, in the dark kits, it is Mexico, and they're already looking forward. Here's Chucky Lozano, gets a slight bump from Serginho Dest, and a free kick awarded to Mexico within the opening 30 seconds. Serginho Dest gets the start tonight after missing last game due to the red card suspension that he picked up in the quarterfinal second leg against Trinidad and Tobago. Early chance here for Mexico. The United States having to defend a set piece in the opening minute. It's an in-swinging ball. Turner there to punch it away. Taken in by Lozano. Now space here on the near side. Uriel Antuna drives it forward again. Chris Richards to head it clear. And Mexico can keep the ball. The United States have gone 6 games unbeaten against Mexico. 4 wins, 2 draws during that span. 5 of them have been in competitive matches. It all started with the 2021 Nations League final. And what a game that turned out to be in Denver. Remember, it was Jesus Tecatito Corona who scored in the 2nd minute of that game. Won't get a goal that early here tonight. That really set the tone for what was an absolute classic in this rivalry. Pulisic looking to get to the end line and cut it back. It's taken by Cesar Montes, and he gets this away. Anthony Robinson, who has become a stalwart at that left back position for the United States. Wright tries to flick it along. There's Ream up to meet it. Adams keeps it moving. It'll be interesting to see how long Tyler Adams goes in this game tonight. Remember, he's been coming back from a hamstring injury that has kept him out for quite some time. Off and on, it's almost been a year for Adams. Finally returning to the United States men's national team in the last game. Semifinal. The 25-year-old. It's his first start since the World Cup here tonight, but he commits a foul as Henry Martin is the one fouled. Martin gets the start tonight at the top of this formation instead of Santiago Jimenez. There's been plenty of talk in the Mexican media about Jimenez not getting the start. He's not necessarily been in the good graces of Jaime Lozano, but there's a chance that we see Jimenez off the bench. They play this quick. It's lofted up towards the back post. Turner is there to hold on to it for the U.S. Here's Gio Reyna. A big difference maker off the bench on Thursday was Reyna. 2 assists in the game, connecting on both of Haji Wright's goals. Tim Weah. All the way back for Tim Ream. Adams for McKennie. And here's Chris Richards. His 16th cap tonight. Tim Ream looking for the ball down the line to his Fulham teammate and Anthony Robinson. Robinson gets it in the middle. It's headed away. Now Gio Reyna. It's the return. Reyna nods it in the middle. Pulisic brings it through. It's saved by Ochoa. First big chance of the game. And Memo Ochoa picking up right where he left off on Thursday. He made some massive saves. He made 5 of them against Panama in the semifinal. And Pulisic was right on the doorstep. An early chance for the United States as Alvarez is cut down by Gio Reyna. That is classic Memo Ochoa and great interplay from the United States. A great touch as Pulisic came flying through, but the right arm of Ochoa denies the United States of an early opener. Already the wave going around AT&T Stadium. A festive atmosphere tonight for another edition of Mexico and the United States. Headed forward as far as Robinson. Back for Tim Ream. Plenty of familiarity between the left back and the center back on the left side of that back four for the United States. Here's Cesar Montes. Again back for Ochoa. Now Lozano trying to drive forward. McKennie there to meet him. He goes down. It's a free kick to Mexico. Jaime Lozano said coming into this game, it's a final, a classic. Said the U.S. has won both editions of this tournament. He said he believes there are no favorites in this game, because there may be more pressure on the United States to find that third and continue their dominance over Mexico over the last 7 meetings when you include this one. Or maybe is there more pressure on Mexico and try to get that first Nations League and follow up their Gold Cup in the summer with another trophy here in March ahead of Copa America this summer. Lozano. And here's Edson Alvarez, goal scorer from the semifinal on Thursday. Luis Chavez. Center back pairing of Johan Vasquez and Cesar Montes. This is Vasquez who has to chase it down. All he can do is put it out after some pressure from Tim Weah. Serginho Dest. Weah trying to flick it along. Will belong to the United States. Dest in for McKennie. Dest trying to turn the corner. Was last off Jesus Gallardo. Part of the Monterrey contingent for this El Tri side. 4 players play their club football for Rayados, 3 for Club America of the 13 that compete in Liga MX. As part of this iteration of the Mexican national team, as the shot's blocked down, McKennie sends it in. It's out for a corner kick. Mexico is appealing for offside, but instead the United States will have the first corner of this game. It's an out-swinging ball. The heads go up, and it was Cesar Montes who got there first. Robinson all the way back to Matt Turner, who's appearing in his 3rd final for the United States. Send it all the way to Memo Ochoa. From the United States camp, Greg Berhalter saying, we see this as an opportunity to create a legacy for this group. He said, we love Concacaf Nations League and love what it represents. Have a couple of trophies already at their disposal, and they want to add a 3rd. As much as they want to win it, it's just a little bit sweeter when you can win it over your rival and deny them of hoisting the trophy. I'm sure Mexico feels the same way, as this is touched back. Turner way off his line. Ream able to recover, and he puts it out of play. Throw-in for Mexico. 11 minutes gone. Best chance of the game so far for the United States. A big save from Memo Ochoa, denying Christian Pulisic. 2 captains going head-to-head. Now it's Reyna. Long over the top for Haji Wright. And it's a foul against Wright. Big decision from Greg Berhalter to go with Wright, the hot hand, if you will, over Fuller and Balogun, who has been the starter as of late for the United States at that striker position. So much talk about that striker position really on both camps. A lot of informed strikers. Haji Wright, no doubt one of them. Plays for Coventry in the English Championship. 15 goals in all competitions this year. It's over 40 appearances for Haji Wright. And of course you look for Henry Martin, who gets the start, and that big conversation has been with him and Santiago Jimenez, who has been very solid for Feyenoord. 24 goals in all competitions in 35 appearances rather, as the flag is up for offside. Berhalter, who is named the second oldest U.S. men's national team 11 in his tenure. So much of the conversation around the United States is how young this team is. And they definitely still are. The average age is still only 26. Only one player over the age of 30 in the starting 11 tonight. It's Tim Ream, who's 36 years old. And here is Ream. Testing Sanchez. It's headed forward again by Cesar Montes. And it's a foul as Wright was cut down. Richards will have to chase this down under pressure from Martin, and long over the top from Chris Richards. Gallardo there to cut it out. Adams heads it forward. Wright trying to flick it along. McKennie over the top. Weah will chase. Vasquez there for Mexico. Will prevent a corner kick. Throw-in coming for the United States. Been on the front foot to start the U.S. McKennie. He's making his return, if you will, to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the Little Elm, Texas native. Dest driving this in, comes all the way through for Pulisic, but there's a foul as Haji Wright ends the threat for the United States. Mexico does lead the all-time series with 36 wins. But since 2000, it has been the United States that is very successful in this series with 18 wins, just 9 losses, and 8 draws. As the United States' second ever 6-game unbeaten run against Mexico, and this is just cut out. Jorge Sanchez having to go to ground and put it out for another United States corner kick. And Christian Pulisic will come over to take this. Pulisic is ready. All the way to the backside. Ream nods it back into the middle. Is there a chance to counter? Dest try to get up for it. Legs getting tangled up in the middle as Eric Sanchez went down, and that's too far out in front of Christian Pulisic. Jaime Lozano saying that this game against the United States is the game that Mexico's been waiting for. He said it is a classic, it is revenge for us. It was a lopsided game in Las Vegas when these two teams met in the semifinals last June. A 3-0 win for the United States. Pulisic brace and Ricardo Pepi also getting on the score sheet. Things have started to turn around for El Tri. Though it was not as straightforward as they thought getting through those quarterfinals. They took on Honduras. They had the road first leg. They ended up losing that game by 2-0. They ended up getting a 2-0 win at home, and then having to go to penalty kicks to even advance into these Concacaf Nations League finals. They did get the job done in penalties, 4-2 against Honduras. Late drama at the Azteca in that second leg. Here's Pulisic. It's blocked down and out of play. Then the tables turned, of course, in the semifinals. There's the United States that needed an extra 30 minutes to get the job done against a gritty Jamaican side. McKennie trying to turn. Ream looking for Reyna. Going to ground was Alvarez. And this, a free kick to the United States. Both players going to ground. And Drew Fisher whistling for a foul against Mexico. A 50-50 ball. Alvarez says he got some of that ball. Hard to tell from that angle. Memo Ochoa needing to organize this back line. Pulisic is ready to deliver. Ships it forward. It's quickly headed away. Henry Martin up to meet it. Leon, Serginho Dest. All the way across for Pulisic. His touch finds him space. Now Gio Reyna. Dest was just too hot to handle, couldn't get his head to it. And out for a goal kick. A bit of a tense first 20 minutes in this final. The only good chance coming for the United States. Ochoa likes to go long, looking for Gallardo. That was last off the Mexico left back. Richards long over the top, and it's Ochoa to come to claim it. Montes. Under pressure from Haji Wright. Floated forward over the head of Lozano. There's Serginho Dest. And rolling out of play. And two club teammates at PSV Eindhoven in the Netherlands going head-to-head tonight on that far side. The United States is right, Mexico's left. Pepi and Malik Tillman, a couple of other PSV Eindhoven players starting on the bench tonight for Greg Berhalter and the U.S. Long throw from Gallardo. McKennie flicks it in the middle. And a shot on target, but it's saved by Turner. Luis Chavez connecting there. Not enough power behind it, though, to beat Turner. coming through traffic as well. Almost came off his shin. Playing it through, Reyna. Pulisic driving in fields. He's looking to connect with Serginho Dest, who would come forward. Here's Alvarez. Ochoa gets it out to midfield. Ream heads it forward. Too far out in front of McKennie. How quickly can Mexico go? It's just too close to Turner. Both these teams want to get it and go. Now the United States will slow things down with Tyler Adams. Starting at the base of that midfield of the United States tonight, alongside McKennie and Reyna. Robinson has it blocked. Adams recovers. Reyna. Here's Adams. Had to be quick, and he was. Now Mexico looking forward. Martin through the middle. It's Adams and Richards who converged on Antuna to win it for the United States and deny any shot towards goal. Throw-in going Mexico's way. So much experience on both sides in these big games, especially for the United States. 20 of the 23 players named to the roster have been part of at least one of these Nations League titles, while 8 have won both. And these 23 men for Mexico trying to be the first to win this Nations League title. Here's Dest. Broken up. Lozano looked to play it centrally. Reyna coming together in the middle. Scramble for the ball. Mexico trying to keep it. Weah able to step in and win it back for the United States. Here's Adams. Richards and Ream. Pulisic for Adams. Touched away by Martin. Looking out wide for Chucky Lozano. Defended by Richards. In the middle for Alvarez. Defends up Pulisic. The cross looking to the back post. It's chested towards Turner, and he's able to scoop it up. Martin has been lurking early in this game as Robinson carries it the other way for the United States. Right, the cross, it's headed up into the air. Robinson heading it forward again. Here's McKennie. Dest trying to cut it in field. It was a heavy touch. Gallardo now for Lozano. Lozano pulled back by McKennie, and that is a crucial play in this game because it's the first yellow card. Weston McKennie into the book here in the 27th minute. He's pulling back Lozano. No play on the ball there. Just trying to slow down that Mexico counterattack, but that could prove crucial.
A yellow card has been issued to USA player number 8, Weston McKennie, in the 27th minute.
Something to monitor in this game, and especially for Greg Berhalter. Whether we go 90 or 120 tonight. Ochoa lofting it forward. Controlled in the middle by Eric Sanchez. Out for United States throw. The early chance from Christian Pulisic. It's 2 shots for the United States, just 1 for Mexico. McKennie looking to play it into the path of his Juventus teammate, Tim Weah. Headed forward again. It's a foul. Martin up contesting with Tim Ream. And a player down for the United States is Haji Wright. Adams will get it rolling again. Here's Reyna. Tim Ream. Anthony Robinson. Gio Reyna. We've seen him in this role tonight. Just alongside Tyler Adams in the build-out phase. Ream ahead for Robinson. Touched away, and that was last off. The United States left back, throw into Mexico. Neither team has really been able to get a strong foothold in this game. United States maybe a little bit more of the ball. It's been a pretty even split in how this game has progressed. And now it's Gallardo coming forward. An early ball all the way through. Antuna trying to knock it back, and Robinson gets it away. Now they're coming together. It's Montez and Wright. Looks like a free kick will go the way of the United States. Montez coming right through the back of Wright, although both were tangled up. Adams to put it back in play for the United States. Ochoa's save early on, keeping this game scoreless. Long switch of play, and too tall for Robinson. Is that a foul? Alvarez went down. He was rolling on the ground. And he is staying down. Referee got a good look at it. Decided to keep his whistle in his pocket. Drew Fisher refereeing his 3rd match involving the United States. Also 3rd match involving Mexico. Last time he took charge of a game with Mexico, it was in the Gold Cup, the final game of the group stage, actually a 1-0 loss for Mexico against Qatar. It did look like Reyna may have caught Alvarez just on the toe. Giving his apologies to Alvarez. He'll come off the field for just a moment. Still pleading his case as to why he thought it should have been a foul and a free kick. Will have to be waved back onto the field. And there is the signal from Drew Fisher as we get back underway. McKennie and Dest. Ream for Robinson. A giveaway in the middle. Here's Chavez looking forward. Jorge Sanchez. Back for Chavez. Closed down quickly by Adams, forcing Chavez back. Jesus Gallardo, versatile left back. Chucky Lozano met by Dest. Now to play for United States throw-in. Here's Gio Reyna. Tightly contested final through 35 minutes. Second time these two teams meet up in a Nations League final. They've met in each and every Final Four as the flag is up for offside, this time on Haji Wright. The last time it occurred in the semifinals. Adams looking to chase it down in the middle. McKennie got his head to it. Reyna heads it forward and was met there by Sanchez. Now trying to come through the gears. Ahead for Weah. Weah couldn't get it out from underneath his feet. Robinson got his head to it to keep possession for the United States. Bouncing through the middle, it's Pulisic. And the U.S. can settle things once again. Reyna and Tim Ream. It's too tall for Serginho Dest. Always a good crowd on hand when these two teams face off. Right now, not a whole lot to cheer about for either side. Chances limited. Seems like most of the game has been played in the middle third of the field. And another foul will go Mexico's way. Again, back for Ochoa. And just a lapse in concentration from Jesus Gallardo. He lets it slip right underneath his foot. The United States make that prove costly. Dest coming forward. Dest over the bar. Serginho Dest cutting in fields. He's only scored twice for the United States. And this would have been a scorcher. Never shy is Serginho Dest, and just a bit too high. Under pressure. Can he keep it? He's bailed out with a foul. Too much from Martin and Chucky Lozano. States contingent trying to make their voices heard tonight here at AT&T Stadium. Mexico regular visitors here to AT&T Stadium. The United States not as often, but they have played in the past here in the Gold Cup. Reem heads this away. Chance one or both of these teams could play here, of course, in the World Cup coming up in 2026. The flag was up for offside. Here's Dest, out for McKennie. Here's Gio Reyna, had to be quick. Reyna fouling Alvarez. And those two have come together quite a bit tonight. And you can see the frustration from Edson Alvarez. Alvarez as a defensive midfielder, Reyna as more of an attacking midfielder. Those two occupying similar spaces. Over the top, long run for Sanchez. Robinson heads this out of play. It's a corner kick coming for Mexico. Their first corner of this game. They've had some attacking set pieces. The U.S. will have to defend this once again. It's an in-swinging ball. It's good service in. Richards may have gotten to it. Alvarez was crashing in. Mexico will try it again. Luis Chavez. Another in-swinger, couldn't get it by the first man. It's out for a Mexico throw-in. Sanchez trying to get some distance, using every inch of real estate allowed to him on this touchline. Launches it in. Going up and over was Edson Alvarez, and he commits the foul, taking out the other number 4 in Tyler Adams. Kenny wins it for the United States. Now it's Dest. Colliding with Lozano. Down the line for McKenny. Oh, Dest showing his skill. Alvarez was having none of it. Out for a corner kick. Third of the game coming for the United States. Good skill shown by Dest, and Alvarez said, no more of that, please. Pulisic delivers over the head of McKenny and Richards as Ream will chase it down. Weah having to turn it back outside for McKenny. Adams in plenty of space. Adams wants a hit. Oh! Tyler Adams with a rocket, and the United States leads. Goal worthy of the stage it is scored on. Tyler Adams has scored just once for the United States men's national team. Well, this is a second to remember. Hits this one on a line to the top corner. Questions as to whether he could even start tonight because of his fitness. That is as clean of a hit as you will see. And Adams has given the United States a dramatic 1-0 lead in this final.
There will be 1 minute.
There is 1 minute of stoppage time added on, and that is all we will play in this first half. Well, what a way to go into the break. Tyler Adams, an unlikely goal scorer for the United States. And you could see what it meant to him and his teammates. We have reached halftime here in the Concacaf Nations League final at AT&T Stadium. It's Mexico 0, the United States 1.
Holy cow, I cannot believe it. What an electric start.
The halftime stats in this Concacaf Nations League final. Not a lot of chances, not a lot of good opportunities in that first half for either side, but Tyler Adams, just the third shot of the game for the United States, and was able to beat Memo Ochoa from way downtown. Mexico just with one shot and one on target as they will be looking for a comeback.
Let's be good fans.
Back here for the second 45 minutes of action from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It is Mexico and the United States in the Concacaf Nations League final. That was a look at Johnny Cardoso, who has come on at halftime as a substitute. There's the whistle, and we get this second 45 minutes underway. I'm Josh Eastern, glad to be with you tonight. And how this game has changed.
USA, player number 4, Tyler Adams.
A Tyler Adams goal on the stroke of halftime
Player number 15.
has given the U.S. a lead in this final, but he has now come out of the game. He has been nursing and coming back from a hamstring injury that has kept him out of club football for an extended period of time. He's just getting back to full match fitness, and he goes the first 45 minutes tonight, but his impact no doubt has been felt. There is Adams. He played 19 minutes in the Premier League against Luton on March 13th. 8 days later, which was on Thursday, played a total of 37 minutes, which with stoppage time probably amounted to about 45 or so minutes against Jamaica, coming off the bench in that semifinal. And now he gets the 45 minutes here tonight. His presence felt, and a goal, if the United States is to win this game, that will go down in history as one of the best in this rivalry. With Johnny Cardoso, who's come on, he is impressed with Real Betis in Spain as Dest is up to his tricks again. Here's Tim Weah, who fires this across. It's too tall for everybody and out of play. Cardoso will earn his 11th cap tonight, the 22-year-old. Here's McKennie. Slips it ahead. It's Weah who squares it. And cleared away out for United States corner. They're picking up right where they left off. The U.S. on the front foot in that first half, limiting the chances for Mexico. They had just one shot through the first 45 minutes. And now the United States with a corner kick. Fourth corner of the game for the Americans. Pulisic will play it short. Trying to get the return. They'll do it again. Touch it infield to Pulisic. Dest. Couldn't get a shot away. He may have been looking for one. Width is found with Weah. Serginho Dest. Off the mark, looking for Weah. What will the changes for Mexico be? No changes at halftime in terms of personnel, but tactically, how will they get at this United States side? Just the one shot on target. Didn't really test Matt Turner all too much. Mexico coming off a trophy they won over the summer in the Gold Cup. It was their first CONCACAF trophy since the 2019 Gold Cup. Right now struggling to get a foothold in this game tonight. Here's Haji Wright. Comes in field, was met by Cesar Montes, and now he'll lead the break for Mexico. Looking long over the top. Turner is there to collect it right on the edge of his area. The United States has been able to keep this mostly pro-Mexico crowd pretty silent tonight. Berhalter said he was expecting a great atmosphere tonight, and they've gotten it in front of a big crowd. Nothing new for the United States. They have gone about their business tonight. Cardoso and McKennie and Tim Weah Weah looking to unleash at that near post. Another save for Memo Ochoa, and another corner kick for the United States. Weah just going right at Jesus Gallardo. Ochoa was not letting him beat him at that near post. Swinging ball headed away once again by Montez. United States can't keep it alive. Mexico just can't even string together a few passes at the moment. Really struggling to get it going. We said coming into this game, the pressure on whichever manager is not able to come away with the trophy will ratchet up exponentially. Seems there's always pressure on the Mexican manager, and recently Greg Berhalter has come under some pressure of his own since being renamed head coach back in the summer of last year. Here's Weah. Performance like that will silence those critics, at least for the time being. Comes in for Dest. He's shoved off the ball there by Lozano. A fair challenge. And now he's looking to spring it down the right side. It's Ariel Antuna. Switch of play, Eric Sanchez. Here's Lozano. Broken up by Gallardo. Gallardo coming forward. He looked across. It's blocked away by Richards and out for a corner. There's the challenge on the other end on Dest. A chance for Mexico. Can they draw back level via corner kick? Chavez. Header away by McKennie. Gallardo sends it airborne. Antuna can't do anything to keep it in play. Pulisic being held and somehow finds his way through and finds Tim Weah. Weah looking to get end line. He'll turn it back. McKennie couldn't squeeze it through the double team. Out for a throw-in. Long throw from McKennie. It's too close to Ochoa. States looking to extend their unbeaten streak against Mexico to 7 games. It'll be their longest such streak in the series all time. Currently tied for a streak that they had against Mexico from 2011 to 2015, which they went 3 wins and 3 draws over 6 matches. This one a little bit better, 4 wins and 2 draws for the United States. Had Mexico's number over these last few years. Last win for Mexico against the United States coming in September of 2019. This is taken away. Haji Wright. Was there contact there? There was, and it's a yellow card. This is a free kick just outside the area. Johan Vasquez got himself into trouble. And all he could do was slow the progress of Wright by committing the foul. And it was outside the area. Just getting caught in possession. Vasquez into the book. First yellow card given to a Mexico player tonight. Kenny into the book already for the United States. A three-man wall in front of Memo Ochoa. Pulisic stands over it for the U.S. and he looks to curl it around the wall. Bangs off the wall, out for a throw-in. For Haji Wright. Alvarez there defensively. Way up for McKennie. And he was fouled. Another free kick coming. United States starting the second half like they ended the first. Dominant on the ball and limiting any sort of chance. Mexico has to come forward. So did have a corner kick a few minutes ago, but nothing really else to speak of. Pulisic curls it in. Ream was up for it and loops into the hands of Memo Ochoa. Gallardo back for Alvarez. Chavez, though, takes it off his foot. Lozano. He'll get it back. Chucky Lozano may have taken a deflection through, and it's saved by Turner. Just trying to get something going in this Mexican attack. And that's the man to turn to, Lozano. Most goals of a rostered player for Mexico for the national team, with 18, earning his 70th cap. Three players end up on the ground, and a yellow card will be given to Edson Alvarez as Berhalter comes out of his technical area. Second yellow card given to a Mexican player in the last few moments. And he's trying to get free of Chavez, and you can see Edson Alvarez sliding in. Reyna and Pulisic. McKennie looking for right, and the flag is up for offside. Already seen one change from the United States at halftime. That was more or less expected. Johnny Cardoso replacing Tyler Adams. And here is Cardoso to keep possession. Heavy touch by Pulisic. Here's Johnny. When will the changes come for Mexico? There are game changers on the bench. Santiago Jimenez, no doubt one of those players that we could and maybe should see for Mexico at some point tonight. William Pineda, goal scorer from the other day as well, but that's a whistle and a free kick on the way for Mexico, right in the center circle. Long over the top, looking for Lozano. It's headed forward. Henry Martin puts the shot out of play. It took a deflection. It's a corner kick. The signal from Drew Fisher was corner kick. We'll see it again here. Martin just bodying up Serginho Dest. Ended up hitting the end boards, and now this will be given as a goal kick, as it should be. That did not take a deflection. The way it bounced off the end boards and then into side netting may have looked like it took a deflection. It did not. This will be a good look at it. That's doing just enough. Physical game, a scrappy game, as you'd expect between these two. Substitutions preparing. It's Orbelin Pineda. No surprise that he is one of those players that will be called upon tonight. He's for AEK Athens in Greece. Of course, under manager Matias Almeida, who has experience managing in Mexico. This player, Pineda, will be entering here shortly, it appears. Trying to switch the play and off the mark. Here's Reyna trying to break free. He's brought down, and this should be a yellow card, and it will be. And it's Uriel Antuna who has his name taken. The yellow card's starting to add up now for Mexico. That's now 3 already in this second half. Pulisic hopping over a challenge. Pulisic fires it in front. Couldn't get a shot away. It's Reyna! Gio Reyna scores for the United States! It's 2-0. It's 2-0. Two assists in the semifinals. It was Christian Pulisic making it all happen. The ball bouncing through the box. The header not able to be cleared, and Gio Reyna putting his laces through it. Such a technical finish. The bounce in front of Ochoa, making this so hard to keep out. A clinical finish from Reyna at the near post. He's showing it on the field. He's letting his play do the talking. And substitutions now need to come for Mexico. Uriel Antuna is coming off. It is Santiago Jimenez and Orbelin Pineda coming onto the field. Rick Sanchez, the other player coming off. First 2 subs of the night for Mexico, and the United States has completely taken control of this final if they weren't already in control. And this is quite the hole to dig out of if you're Jaime Lozano and El Tri. not how they scripted things tonight. The United States has been playing dominant in this game.
Substitution for Mexico, player number 14, Eric Sanchez. Player number 15, El Antuna. Is being replaced by player number 17, Omeland Yeda.
Santiago Jimenez, we talked about his track record on the club level and where he's at right now. He's been scoring goals for fun in the Eredivisie. And now he comes into this game, and now there'll be another sub for the United States. It'll be the end of the day for Haji Wright, a like-for-like sub that will see Fuller and Balogun come onto the field. The 22-year-old who plays his club football for Monaco, earning his 10th cap tonight. He scored 3 goals in his U.S. men's national team career, and a solid 66 minutes put in by Haji Wright.
Player number 14, Haji Wright. Is being replaced by
Here's Tim Weah now. Greg Berhalter went with the hot hand after Wright scored a brace in the game against Jamaica on Thursday. Rewarded Wright with a start. He didn't turn it into a goal per se tonight. That's of course how strikers are graded. And how Balogun will get to finish this game. Balogun, who has scored 6 goals in all competitions this year, over 24 appearances in his first season with Monaco. Last year, a breakout year for Roms in France, scoring 22 goals in all comps. And there's Reyna to deny any further progress of Chucky Lozano. Martin. Here's Gallardo. So interesting how these Concacaf Nations League finals have worked themselves out. The United States were seconds away from playing in the 3rd place match earlier tonight, in which Jamaica ended up winning by 1-0 over Panama. If not for an own goal deep into stoppage time on Thursday, it would have been Jamaica against Mexico. And Mexico, in their semifinal, they coasted 3-0. The 5 saves made by Memo Ochoa, but there was really no bite into that attack from Panama on that night. Mexico did what they needed to do, got the job done. The United States, in the end, got the job done as well. It wasn't as straightforward as Greg Berhalter may have wanted it to be. And he said about that game, it's good for this group to endure situations like that. You gain confidence. He said we learned from it, and now we get to play in a final. And they have grasped this opportunity tonight. And they are not going to put their hands away from this trophy. They've won 2 previous, and they're looking like they're going to win a 3rd. Be the only Nations League winners in CONCACAF. Here's Jimenez trying to get to the end line, absorb some contact from Robinson. And it looks to be just a goal kick. Clean defending according to the official. I think he just tripped on his own there, did Jimenez. May have been put off just a bit by Robinson. Ream will win the race to this. A whistle and a foul. Long over the top. This is what Mexico's going to have to rely on here. Going direct. Orbelin Pineda. Chance to cross for Chavez. He lifts it in. Richards up to meet it. Flicked along. Jimenez couldn't get a shot away. Is this a penalty? It is! Twisting to try to get a shot was Jimenez. Robinson catches him. And a point to the spot from Drew Fisher. Another look at this. And of course, this will be looked at. Is there contact? It's hard to tell through those bodies. It appeared there was, though, from Robinson. And the referee really no hesitation. Tatiana Guzman, along with Danian Parchment, giving this a look. And this will go to VAR. Drew Fisher coming over to the pitch side monitor. There have been some memorable VAR decisions in this series history in Nations League finals. You go back to 2021. And the cards given out to Tata Martino. Now, was there any contact there? Jimenez thought there was. Robinson was pretty sure there wasn't. But is there conclusive evidence that there was no contact? Drew Fisher has his decision. No penalty. And this looks like it could be a yellow card as well. It will be for simulation to Santiago Jimenez. So it will look to be a lifeline back into this game for Mexico. There's a yellow card to a substitute. And Robinson can breathe a sigh of relief. Give credit to the officials. A quick check. It was a very expedited process there from Tatiana Guzman, the VAR, and Drew Fisher, the on-field official. This will come for Pineda. Gallardo. Chasing it down in the middle is Chavez. He's played through for Jimenez. He still has it. Can they get a shot away? It's blocked. Flicked along and all the way through for Matt Turner. Strong defense from the United States. Haven't been tested a whole lot in this game. They will be in these final 16 minutes. Cardoso.
A yellow card has been issued to Mexico player number 11.
And now Edson Alvarez. Mexico looking to come forward again. Was poked away. Going to ground was Reyna. Jimenez looking to play it centrally, and Ream diving to play that off his chest and break it up. Here's McKennie. Over the top looking for Fuller and Balogun. trying to win this back for the United States. Lozano couldn't keep it in play. Long down the line and put out of play. 15 minutes to go. Tyler Adams before halftime. Gio Reyna on the other side of halftime as the United States a 2-0 advantage. Balogun all the way out to midfield. Now Lozano motoring forward for Mexico. Cross much too far out in front of Santiago Jimenez. Nothing doing for Mexico yet again. Lozano couldn't keep it moving. Pulisic right in the path of Anthony Robinson. Cleared away by Vasquez. Mexico trying to look upfield again. Jimenez. Pineda. Pineda trying to weave through. It was broken up. Back at the feet of Sanchez. Now it's Pineda. Alvarez arriving, just trying to pass it into the corner. Cleared away as far as Sanchez, who will deliver again. Reyna looking to get this away. Vasquez heads it forward. Ream. Balogun. Too heavy for Pulisic. Lozano. Put out of play. And it's Gio Reyna who is down and whose night will be coming to a close. Well, a goal that could cement the United States in hoisting the trophy at the end of the night. What a goal this turned out to be. It all started from some skill from Pulisic. And great technique from Gio Reyna to find the bottom corner. His night is over. To much applause from the United States faithful. And Yunus Musa, the 21-year-old from AC Milan, will enter.
Substitution for USA. Player number
So Yunus Musa comes on. Got the start on Thursday in the semifinal.
by number 6, Yunus Musa. Substitution in the 79th minute.
The attendance tonight, 59,471 here at AT&T Stadium. It's been a great atmosphere for this final, the second ever final between the United States and Mexico in the Nations League final. Here's Dest. McKennie out of play. And another sub. Luis Chavez will be coming off. It is Luis Romo entering, the 28-year-old from Monterrey. His 44th cap coming tonight.
Substitution for Mexico. Player number 18, Luis Chavez, is being replaced by number 7, Luis Romo. Substitution occurred in the 88th minute.
Balogun fouled. Free kick to the United States. We're down to 10 minutes to go. And the United States can start to sense it. Getting ever closer to hoisting the trophy. Pulisic. Brought it down clean. Now Robinson. Balogun. Robinson looking for way up. The clearance skied towards the end line. Vasquez keeps it in play. Here's Romo. And into the crowd. He's throwing to the U.S. Tim Ream long over the top, calmly headed back to Memo Ochoa. Broken up in the middle, McKennie. Pulisic. Trying to slide this through. Balogun couldn't get there. It was just slowed down by Jorge Sanchez. Ream just getting something on that as it bounces off to the far side. Lozano cuts it across. Cardoso gets it out. Off to the far side again. And Lozano was offside. A lot of questions for that man to answer post-game if this score stays the same. Said it was a pretty hot seat for both managers. As Jaime Lozano said about that pressure pregame, he said, "This is how I am judged because I'm the coach of this team." He said he understands everything that comes with this position. At a certain point, you have to get results. And does Mexico want to change managers again? It'll be less than a year in charge for Jaime Lozano. A foul. As Chucky Lozano is brought down, and a free kick coming for Mexico. They can pull one back. It'd be a grandstand finish to this final. Set piece opportunity. It's curled in. Ream up to meet it. Jimenez taken from distance and over the bar. Orbelín Pineda. A good look at goal for Pineda as that ball bounces up. So hard to keep it down. Turner sends it away. Throw in coming for Mexico. It's out of play. Another throw in coming. throw-in from Gallardo. Cutting it in, Lozano lifting it out of play. Berhalter and the United States closing in on a third Nations League final. Another trophy put in the cabinet as Turner sends this away once again as he slips down. Yunus Musa. Musa coming through. Two players coming together in the middle. It's Christian Pulisic. Pulisic deflected out of play. Alvarez and Balogun were tangled up. Another corner kick for the United States. Just 3 minutes plus stoppage time away now. Pulisic. McKennie flicked around. It's saved by Ochoa. Johnny denied on the doorstep. Is this a chance now for Mexico to break? Much too far out in front of Chucky Lozano. Big save again from Ochoa. Denied Pulisic early on, and he denies Cardoso on the doorstep. And play is being stopped. And this is part of Concacaf's anti-discrimination protocol. The referee has stopped the match due to discriminatory chanting. There have been announcements in the stadium, and now this is step one of this protocol. This has happened in the past, and it's unfortunate to see it once again. They'll stop play for a few moments. The crowd will be warned. You can see Mexico fans mostly streaming towards the exits. Play being paused here due to a discriminatory language policy. The first step is to stop the match. There have been announcements in the stadium that we've been able to hear. The United States will be looking to bring on a couple of subs, Malik Tillman and Brendan Aronson. If it continues, the match could be suspended by sending players back to the changing room, as we are entering 6 minutes of stoppage time, which, of course, we have not yet started. Two of the goal scorers right there, Tyler Adams and Gio Reyna. match that has been dominated by the United States. USA fans in full voice at the moment. Jesus Gallardo has come off the field. And it will be Gerardo Arteaga on Monterrey, outside back on for another. The subs will now come for the United States. Christian Pulisic is coming off for Brendan Aronson, and Tim Weah is coming off for Malik Tillman. Those are the 5 subs tonight for the United States. The captain's armband will be handed off. It will go to the most experienced player, at least by age, on this team in Tim Ream. As Weah comes off, big hug for the manager. Malik Tillman, who got the start the other day, comes on. Brendan Aronson comes on, who wasn't even named to this squad. Injury replacement. And Pulisic, the captain, exits. And now we get back to playing. A lengthy delay. We'll see how much time is added on. This actually stays in play. And this will loop on to the top of the net. It was deflected, and a corner kick on the way. It'll be an in-swinger. It's met at the near post by Cesar Montes. He couldn't flick it on. Both those players have shared the captain's armbands at times with the United States. Tonight it went to Pulisic. The past it's been Adams. Both significant players for this squad, and their impacts have been felt on this game tonight. Pulisic set up the goal for Gio Reyna. Adams pretty much just did it himself. Long throw for Jimenez, out for a goal kick. Where does Mexico go from here? They'll have some friendlies coming up in June before Copa America, as will the United States. A lot of questions to be answered for this side that is expected to do well this summer in Copa America. Can they uphold those high expectations? Robinson slips down, recovers as Lozano comes forward. He couldn't keep it past Cardoso. Balogun. Serginho Dest motoring forward. He's still got it. 94 minutes into this game. Arteaga will get the last laugh on that attempt. Balogun commits the foul. Arteaga. And the flag is up for offside on Santiago Jimenez. And Turner to send it away.
Fair play and mutual respect are fundamental to football. Discriminatory behavior is not permitted. We ask you to uphold the principles of fair play, to take part in football in a spirit of unity, respect.
And another stoppage here. Or almost through the minimum of 6 minutes. This is not full time. This is again for the discriminatory language policy. And I think Greg Berhalter and Tim Ream both asking why this game is not just being called at this point. And through this minimum of 6.
Attention please, this is an important announcement. The referee has indicated that he may have to suspend the match.
Fans filing out of AT&T Stadium at this time.
Discrimination in football stadiums will not be tolerated. If this continues, the game will be suspended and may be abandoned. Thank you.
A brilliant performance tonight by the United States. It's being marred by this situation. We've seen too many times before. Now they'll pick up play again. It'll be a throw-in, and how much longer does Drew Fisher want this game to go? The United States is ready to celebrate. Jimenez, Richards to cut it out. Rolls all the way through. Dest fending off Orbelin Pineda. There's Turner to collect. Can't be much time left now. And that is full time. And for the third time, the United States are Concacaf Nations League champions. A three-peat for the United States, and a dominant performance tonight over their biggest rivals. Tyler Adams and Gio Reyna, the 2 goal scorers. And the United States will celebrate tonight in Arlington. They get the job done again, and they take down their biggest rival. The full-time score in this Nations League final: Mexico 0, the United States 2.
Gio, congratulations. You are the champion of the Concacaf Nations League finals. How do you feel right now?
It feels great. We've come so far as a group. Yeah, and in terms of today, I'm just so proud of how we fought and how we stuck together. It wasn't a pretty game, but we took our chances, and I'm just so happy for the guys and for everyone, and we're going to enjoy tonight and celebrate together.
What was the key to tonight's win?
That's a tough question. I think we knew we had to work and fight and start with that more than anything, and we had belief in our quality and our tactics and our talent as a group, that if we fought, stuck together, and won all the nitty-gritty battles, then we were able to come out on top, and that's what we did. And yeah, it was a perfect performance today.
Congrats. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jorge, hicieron un gran esfuerzo esta noche. ¿Cómo analizas el partido?
Estamos un poco tristes por el resultado. Creo que planteamos muy bien el partido. Ellos tuvieron muy bien la pelota el primer tiempo. Hay que tratar de mejorar, hay que tratar de seguir, cambiar todo lo que estamos haciendo. Que creo que el día a día lo estamos haciendo de la mejor manera, pero creo que necesitamos un extra. Y enfocarnos en nosotros, cerrar el círculo. Esperemos en Dios que salgan las cosas como nosotros la queremos, y toda esta gente se merece mucho más. Creo que estamos quedando a deber. Hay que analizarnos entre nosotros mismos qué es lo que nos está faltando hacer, tanto en nuestro club como acá, para llegar acá a hacer lo mejor posible. Y creo que lo más importante es ser autocrítico, así que yo me voy con la cabeza arriba, que di el máximo, y creo que mis compañeros también. Esta vez, nuevamente, Estados Unidos fue superior en cuestión de los goles, que es lo más importante, ¿no? Y así que tratar de darle la vuelta a la página. Hoy nos duele mucho, pero seguiremos trabajando. Creo que ser mexicano, eso nos caracteriza, ¿no? Seguir luchando, seguir peleando, aunque sea más complicado. Y nada, un poco triste por el resultado.
Cuando hablas de que todavía hay que encontrar un extra, ¿a qué te refieres?
No, claro, en todo momento tienes que encontrar un extra, ¿no? Simplemente yo en mi club tengo que trabajar más para a lo mejor ser titular. Los demás que están jugando, seguir ganándose el puesto, entrenar lo que tenemos que entrenar. Para mí eso es un extra, ¿no? El trabajar el doble hasta que salgan los resultados, y yo confío plenamente en mis compañeros de lo que estamos haciendo, porque no es fácil. Un rival como esto es muy complicado, y ellos también me lo han dicho, que jugar contra nosotros es muy complicado. En este caso la suerte fue de su lado. Hay que seguir trabajando, y como te digo, el extra, para mí el extra es eso, seguir trabajando, dobles sesiones, ver qué es lo que estás haciendo mal.
is now time for the award ceremony here from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. All of the awards from this edition of Concacaf Nations League, the third edition in the books now, and is the United States that has won all three of them. As we see the dignitaries come onto the stage, Victor Montagliani, Ivar Cisniega, Sidney Parlo-Cohn, and Philippe Mogio all enter the stage. The Fair Play Award will go to Panama. It's presented by Degree. They played earlier this evening. And the Young Player Award presented by Aramco will be accepted by Wayne Ford, the president of the Guyana Football Federation. He'll receive it from Aramco America's president and CEO, Nabil Al-Falag. Omari Glasgow, a great young player who currently plays in the United States in the Chicago Fire organization. He will get the Young Player Award for this competition.
The Best Goalkeeper Award.
And for the Best Goalkeeper presented by Degree, it is Matt Turner. He played in his third final today and gets to raise another trophy for the United States. A big hug for United States Soccer President Sidney Parlo-Cohn. Matt Turner with some hardware that he will add to his trophy chest.
Concacaf Nations League fans, we would like to recognize and congratulate the top scorer of the
top scorer presented by Qatar Airways is also the Young Player Award, Omari Glasgow.
The top scorer award presented by Qatar Airways.
Of course, it will be Wayne Ford, the president of the Guyana Football Federation, to accept this award on behalf of Omari Glasgow. A bright young star on the CONCACAF stage is Omari Glasgow, and Wayne Ford collecting the hardware for his federation's player here tonight.
And now, after an outstanding performance, not only in the tournament, but determined...
And it will be the best player of the tournament. It is Gio Reyna. A goal tonight to cement the title for the United States. 2 assists the other day as well in the semifinal. He is the best player of this competition, and he gets the hardware to show it, and a photo op with United States Soccer President Cindy Parlo-Cohn.
CONCACAF would like to recognize and honor tonight's match officials.
And the match officials will now come up to the stage. Drew Fisher, who was the head referee, Michael Barwigan, Liz Arfa, Mario Escobar, the 4th official, and of course the 2 VARs, Tatiana Guzman and Danian Parchment. A lot to handle for Drew Fisher tonight in a game of this magnitude with these rivals that have the history. A job well done by the officials here tonight. It was a VAR check. It was a very expedited VAR check, so credit to 2 VARs as well. Picture with Victor Montagliani as well. And now this is always so tough for the 2nd place team. They have to wait around during the whole trophy presentation after a really hard defeat, but they will accept this with grace. Mexico, once again, the runners-up in this competition, just like they were in 2021 when they lost to the United States by 3-2. Jesus Corona and Diego Lainez, the goal scorers on that night. And now they will come up to accept their silver medals for second place in Concacaf Nations League. We'll see what Mexico can do now come the summer. A big tournament is on the way with Copa America. So they will turn their focus to that ASAP. Lozano will get his medal. He was a big player tonight for Mexico, just not able to provide that decisive moment they were hoping for. Jaime Lozano. Very tough for Lozano. Just his 15th game in charge, but no doubt one of his biggest. His first ever against the United States, and all of the support staff as well. Ryota Nishimura, an assistant coach, Alejandro Arredondo, the goalkeeper coach, the physiotherapist, Carlos Pecaña, the doctor, Hector Enciso, the physical trainer, Anibal Gonzalez, the kit man, Gabriel Hernandez as well.
We are ready to recognize.
And now it is time for the United States to come and accept their medals and the trophy, as they are champions of Nations League once again. A three-peat for the United States. And this has been a competition they have put their best foot forward in, and they are reaping the rewards. Something they are very familiar with on this stage, the United States. Twenty of the 23 on the roster currently have been part of at least one of their previous 2 Nations League titles. 8 on the roster have now won both. Drake Callender, one of those winning it for the first time, one of the backup goalkeepers. And always a special moment. Matt Turner has an extra trophy in his hand for winning the Golden Glove. Greg Berhalter will get his medal, and he'll get his hands on the trophy. And of course, the support staff for Greg Berhalter, assistant coach BJ Callahan, goalkeeper coach Fabian Otta, Donnie Fuller, the physiotherapist, Kenny Ishii, physical trainer, Kyle Robertson, the kit man, Darcy Norman, the physiotherapist. The whole support staff, so important. Gianni Vio, Mikey Varas as well, and the other assistant coaches. And it will be Christian Pulisic, the captain for this evening's contest. That will be the last one up, and he will get his medal, and he will get the trophy. A hug for the president of U.S. Soccer, Cindy Parlow-Cone. And now the hardware, what the United States has been waiting for. A scene that the United States is all too familiar with. 3-time Concacaf Nations League champions.
Nations League Finals winner,
They do it again in 2024 here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It never gets old to hoist a trophy. There's Tyler Adams, who scored the crucial goal tonight. That was the game winner. Two Juventus men, Tim Weah and Weston McKennie, will raise it as well. These scenes never get old. And what an accomplishment for this United States men's national team side once again. This team will celebrate tonight, and then they'll head back to their respective club teams in the next few days for the run-in of the club season in Europe. And then they'll reconvene in June for a few friendlies and a big competition that will be played in their country, Copa America in the United States. The big opportunity for the United States to go up against some of South America's best and potentially against the world champions in Argentina. But tonight they will celebrate as Concacaf Nations League champions. They get to celebrate in front of their fans again. They won it 2021 in Denver. 2023 last summer in Las Vegas, and now once again they do it here in Arlington. Gio Reyna gets to hoist two of his trophies. Christopher Lund, just 3 caps. He plays for Palermo. He hoists it as well. Full-time highlights from this Concacaf Nations League final. Mexico and the United States. 45th minute, just before halftime, an unlikely goal scorer. Tyler Adams opens the scoring in this final with an incredible goal right through the legs of Eric Sanchez. And a beautiful strike from Tyler Adams to give the United States the advantage. Technically, it was the only goal they would need on the night. And they would add on, and what a goal this was. As the second half started, it was the United States picking up right where they left off, forcing a save out of Memo Ochoa once again. Ochoa was a pretty busy goalkeeper. He had to make 4 saves on the night. There would be a few chances coming forward for Mexico. Chucky Lozano will get this one on target, but nothing to really test Matt Turner. He tried and tried, but this U.S. defense just a bit too much for Mexico to break down. Christian Pulisic in the 63rd minute, hopping over a challenge. Eventually, this would deflect out for Gio Reyna, and what a goal that is. Limited minutes in his club season, but he gets a massive goal here for the United States to really cement things tonight. So well taken. It was just bouncing around. The clearance was not a good one from the Mexico back line. And Reyna, a technical finish to put that in the bottom corner and beat Memo Ochoa. It was coming through traffic. You wonder if maybe he saw it a little bit late. But regardless, It is Gio Reyna who gets to celebrate, and he has let his play do the talking. A little bit later on, there was an appeal for a penalty. Robinson and Jimenez coming together. This, though, eventually would go to a VAR check. And you can see here, there was no contact, and it would end up being a yellow card given to Santiago Jimenez. There's daylight in between both of their feet. Drew Fisher waves away his on-field decision, and in the end, the United States get to lift their trophy.
To the 2024 Concacaf Nations League Finals winner.
Well, that will do it for our coverage here tonight, but first we'll look at the full-time stats. The United States and Mexico, the same amount of shots on target, just one more to the U.S., but they were much more clinical when they needed to be in that final third, and in the end, a dominant performance over Mexico. And they are your Nations League champions. That will do it for our coverage tonight from AT&T Stadium. For our entire crew, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long. The United States win Nations League once again. Good night.